your training probably sucks, all right? And I'm not just being a dickhead here, but if you're watching this video and you don't really know much about training, let's say you've been going to the gym for like a couple months, right? A couple months now, and you're just not making as much progress as you'd like, right? You're just not you're not getting any strength, you're not getting any size. Maybe you're trying to lose weight, right? And losing weight is like really freaking hard for you, and you're just not training at all. You're not training properly, and it's just a big struggle. It's like a big uphill battle, and you don't really know much, right? This is the guide for you. I'm going to tell you exactly how to train, how to make your own program, and yeah, basically just how to start making gains and start looking better, right? Start seeing the results. Okay. And if you stay tuned to the end of this video, I'll be giving away a free program. All right. Um, yeah, so let's get cracking. But first, I'm gonna tell you like who am I? Like, why should you listen to me? Basically, I'm just like you, right? Oh wow, I can't. My face actually went. Tried this before, and my face didn't pop up when I did this. But yeah, basically, I was doing what 115 kg for three reps, and that was like a struggle. Like I think I went to failure on that. It was like deadlift slowly getting better, right? I've been in the trenches, and then like a year and a half later, I hit like 210 kg deadlift. So like literally like a year, right? Like I hit 200. This is me doing 200. Absolute beast of that. And then this is my greatest achievement. I don't have the 210 PR, but this is my greatest achievement. Just failing 220. All right, now I'm just literally lifting kettlebells and running, and yeah, just in my David Goggins era. So right now, but I'm telling you why, like, you need to be resistance training, and even if you're trying to lose weight, right? And also, I'm going to give you like the lowdown on how to do it right properly, so you can make gains as fast as I did, right? Maybe not as fast, but you can make gains like pretty fast. Like in a year's time, year or two time, you're gonna be lifting fucking a lot of weight. Okay, let's just say that. So yeah, why is resistance training important? Okay, I don't care if you're whoever you are, right? You gotta be lifting some weights. I don't care if you're a man, a woman, a freaking baby. I don't care. Lift some weights, okay? Yeah. So why is it important? Okay, first thing. Okay, these are why it's important if you want to lose weight. If you're wanting to gain size, you obviously know, like, okay, no, I know, like, I need to weight train, right? But if you want to lose weight and you're not training like with weights, I'm gonna tell you why you need to. And yeah, so basically, first thing is your metabolism. So you know how you're eating probably like 1,500 calories and you're still not losing weight, right? Well, when you start training resistance training, your metabolism will go up because you're building more muscle, more active tissue in your body. So you're gonna be burning more calories, and so you can eat more, basically, right? That's good. You can eat more and still lose weight. That's fucking sick. Everyone wants that. The second thing is you look better at a higher body fat percentage. Okay, you look better at a higher body fat percentage. So when you have a frame, right, you can be at a higher body fat and look good. Okay, so let me give you this example. Okay, so let's say there's a guy that's 150 pounds, right, and he's 10% body fat. Okay, 150 pounds, 10% body fat. He has 15 pounds of actual body fat, right? Like actual body fat because it's 10%. 150 divided by 10, right? There you go. But you take another guy, right? He's 200 pounds, right? He's 10% body fat, okay? He actually has more fat than the other guy, but he will still look better, right? So you can still look better at high body fat, okay? That's just basically the gist of it. And you're also not gonna be as hungry. If you ever went on a huge cardio session, fighting session, or running, you're probably gonna be fucking hungry as fuck, right? Wanting carbs, especially. That's just gonna spike your insulin, make you gain weight. Whereas if you like just do some weights, you're not gonna be as hungry. Okay, so this is gonna help so much with weight loss. But okay, we're already 5 minutes in, and we're gonna quick fire basically how you can resistance train properly. So first thing is progressive overload, right? This is the most important thing. If you can take anything from this video, it would just be this, man. The most important thing is that strength is very heavily correlated with size. So the stronger you get, the bigger you would look, and well, the bigger you will get, you know? So you gotta keep challenging yourself every single week. You gotta just increase the difficulty somehow, right? Every single time you're in the gym, increase the difficulty. And how I like to do this is by having every exercise with rep ranges. All right. So I'll give you an example right here. So let's say we have bench, right? Look here. Okay. Bench is 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps. Okay. So this is the sets, this is the reps. Okay. And so let's say the first week, right? You lift 3 reps of bench. Let's say you're lifting like what, 50 kg. Let's say you got 3 reps. That's pretty good for starting. All right, you're good. You probably find that easy. Next week, you want to increase the difficulty. You hit 4 reps. Then next week again, increase the difficulty. You hit 5 reps. Once you get to the top ceiling of that, then you can increase the weight once you've hit it, and then you go back to 3 once you've hit, with you increase the weight. Okay, and I just love this so much better because you know sometimes when you hit the maximum reps, like sometimes when you hit 5 reps and you increase the weight, you can't actually hit 5 reps again. Okay, so it just makes it so much better for progression, and yeah, it makes it less vague, you know, in your mind. So like, oh, should I lift this weight this week? Or it's just no, do this and stick to it, and you will grow. Okay, this is what I did, and yeah. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the exercises. So basically, what you should be doing is 3 exercises per muscle groups maximum. Okay, actually you shouldn't be doing that. That's the maximum for like anyone. Like even if you're a veteran lifter, I wouldn't go more than that, to be honest, unless you're going to be not doing less sets, you know. But when 1 to 2 exercises per muscle group when starting, I think that's perfect. That's the sweet spot. And you want to, you know, get to know your compounds first. You know, you want to practice them, do them, specifically the free weight compounds. So basically like squat, bench, deadlift, um Romanian deadlifts. What else? Military press. What else is there? Quick fire. I think that's all. That's all I know. But yeah, you want to start learning how to do those, and you also want to run your program where you do the compounds first. So the big heavy ones recruits lots of different muscle groups. You want to do those first, and then you want to do your isolations last. Okay, so that's stuff like bicep curls, leg extensions, like tricep like extensions, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you want to do those last. Yeah, exercises are pretty simple, right? Just go search up exercises. You know how to do them. For sets, 3 to 5 sets are usually the sweet spot. Honestly, I think this is the you just stick to that for every single exercise in that range, and you'll be fucking golden. Be golden. If you want to do more exercises, then you just decrease the sets. If you want to do less exercises, I mean, we want to do 1 like exercise, then just increase that over 5. Okay, and you can have supersets. The best way to do supersets, if you're trying to like completely destroy a muscle, and you want to hit all the heads with like isolations. Say, like I'm just using shoulders as an example. So let's say you want to hit all the heads of the shoulders for a superset. You can do like lateral raises, then you can do front raises, then you can do like rear delt flies, and you're just hitting all the heads with a superset all at once, and yeah, it's just really good. Or you can do it with antagonistic muscle groups, which that means is basically just opposites. So let's chest and back, like leg, what the fuck, quads and hamstrings. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, you just supersets are basically just you do 1 exercise from 1 muscle group, and then instantly with no rest, you just do another set with another muscle group. Okay, or the same muscle group, but just a different exercise. All right, hopefully that makes sense. And then drop sets are basically just you cut the weight in half after you finish your set and you go immediately. So these are just like sets that you do immediately after the previous set. And yeah, drop sets are really good. I would use them for, I usually use them for isolations, and instead of compounds, because You know, like I like fatigue isolations more. I don't really like going to failure too much in compounds because it's way more taxing on the body. Okay. Okay, here we go for reps. Okay, these are gonna be quick. Just if you want to train for strength for an exercise, 1 to 5 rep range is usually good. Hypertrophy, 6 to 12 rep range, which is a huge rep range, but most of the things you're going to be doing is going to be building muscle, which is hypertrophy. So the rep range is huge, but like you can still build muscle when you're doing strength, and you can still build strength when you're doing hypertrophy. So it like they don't really matter, but if you want to optimize, I guess, then yeah. And endurance, anything from 12 to 15 plus, right? Endurance, like it's just muscular endurance, like how long you can lift something without getting that like lactic, that burn, that lactic acid buildup, basically. And okay, let's see. For resting, you want to rest 3 to 5 minutes if you're doing a heavy strength set. You want to rest 1 to 3 minutes if you're doing like a hypertrophy set, where it's not as like heavy, but you're feeling that muscle burn, you're truly tearing it apart. And then 30 to 60 seconds for endurance when you're just being like just spamming, just spamming reps. Um, yeah. So also form, like there's just a million form guides online, right? I would prioritize just learning that form for all the exercise first. Like trust me, you want to just get everything just airtight, right? Especially your compounds. Once you get that airtight, you're just gonna be a badass. Like you're gonna train all the interconnecting, stabilizing muscles, and you're just gonna be able to do like just know how to like build muscles on machines and everything because you just got that form, right? You know like how to feel like the contractions in the muscle groups that like you want to. You know what I mean? Like a big part of building muscle is that as well. Like I haven't mentioned that in this, but it is just like how you feel the muscle and just having that ability to like just contract it. Like if you can start contracting your muscles at will when you're not even training, that means you probably are building like good muscle, right? You have a good mind muscle connection and you're probably gonna be building more muscle. Okay, so just prioritize learning form first. You don't have to go as heavy, just practice it, okay? Time under tension, that's basically just like how long you're basically working out. Like you're basically just in the reps, in the trenches, right? 40 seconds for hypertrophy, that's pretty much it. Like I would just aim for 40 seconds for hypertrophy. The rest of it doesn't really matter for strength, obviously. Time under tension doesn't really matter, just lift the weights, man. And endurance, yeah, you're just spamming, you're just lifting the weights. Yeah, but like for hypertrophy, optimal hypertrophy, you want to be for 40 seconds. Um, and then tempo, yeah, so basically your free tempo. Basically, just do a slow, controlled eccentric. So when you're lowering the weight, so let's say when the bench press is coming down to your chest, it's just really slow and controlled. And then when you're pushing up, just push up fast. That's the best tempo. And okay, so RPE, I'm gonna get into this briefly. This is the last thing. Basically, it's just rate of perceived exertion. You don't have to worry too much about this, but it's basically just how difficult you rated the exercise or how difficult the exercise was. 10 is like you went to absolute failure, couldn't lift anymore. And 1 is you just barely did anything. Like, did you even work out? Right? You want 7 to 9 for most sets. And you can judge it by, yeah, obviously you can judge it by how you felt. But another way is using like reps left in the tank. Okay, so I know you've heard this a lot, right? People saying, "Oh, leave like 1 to 3 sets left in the tank, 1 to 3 reps left in the tank." All right, this is very good, but the thing is, when you're starting out, is like you probably don't know how to judge that, right? So what I just tell people is just don't worry, just train to failure. Honestly, just train to failure, because you probably don't even know what absolute failure is anyway. Like you're probably just trained to failure. You probably just think that you can't do any more. But if I actually put a gun to your head, you probably could still do more, you know? Um, so yeah, so once you like your failure is probably not even failure anyway. It probably is just like 1 to 3 reps in the tank anyway, you know? So just train to failure and everything, man. Until you like learn what absolute failure is, when maybe you're doing some PRs and whatnot, then you know what absolute failure is. Then just, then you can judge it. But from now, just train to failure, bro. You're gonna build so much muscle from that. Yeah. So now I'm just gonna give you the program. I'll put this in the link in the description. The link in the description? No, I'll just copy and paste this in the description. It's basically this is a basic push pull legs 3 days per week. Got your bench press, military press, pec deck, lateral raise, skull crushers. The reason I chose these was just obviously bench and military press, right? Overhead press. I should say overhead press because you probably would know that better. It's just that, but these are just compounds. Get to learn them. They're the main compounds, right, for your upper body. Yeah, so get to know them, learn them. Pec deck, that's just chest flies. Lateral raises, just um, mid delt, skull crushers in the inside of your tricep, because you want to be hitting that inside of your tricep. You don't want to just, because bench press and military press, they'll be training a lot of the outside of it. You want to be hitting the inside of it of isolation. Okay, and usually do the inside of your tricep by just overhead shit. All right, overhead shit. Okay, Wednesday's pull, deadlifts, pull ups. You can do as many reps as possible plus negatives. If you can't hit, let's say you can't hit 6 or 8 reps, you just do as many reps as possible and then just add negatives at the end where you just lower yourself, and that will hit the reps, because you got to do the negatives before you can get the positive, right? So cringe. So yeah, barbell rows as well. That's fucking insane compound, right? Deadlifts and barbell rows, they're really good compounds to learn. And yeah, I also wrote single arm pull downs just because I kind of want you to learn how to contract your lats. This is one of the biggest issues I had, right? I had pretty good upper body, like, as in the pretty good front of body, right? So like chest, shoulders, everything, biceps, everything was good. The main thing was my lats, bro. Like, I couldn't even feel my lats. So that's why I've written single arm pull downs, just to start feeling your lats, right? And to feel it, you're gonna have to bring your elbows into your hips, okay? So your elbows into your hip, and that's like how you're gonna feel it more. Just try it more and more, and you'll get it, right? Bicep curls, basic. Friday legs, yeah, squat, Romanian deadlifts, or leg press if you're a bit of a pussy. And you got like a lower back pain from deadlift or something. Leg extension and seated leg curls. That's pretty much self-explanatory. You can change these around. You can maybe do like legs, push, pull, like Monday legs, Wednesday push, Wednesday, Friday pull. You can change them around, change the days. Maybe you can do this twice a week if you want. Maybe reduce the volume a bit. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything. If you watch this all the way through, damn, you're gonna be a beast. You're actually gonna be a beast. You're gonna start training well, start gaining size, start gaining strength, start looking good. Start going out, filling your t-shirt, having that 6-pack when you're at the beach. Oh man, girls are gonna love you, mate. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. See you later. Have a good one.